Hello, I'm Quantumancer, and this guide will cover fast expanding as human. Fast expanding means taking a second gold mine quickly, allowing you to gain an economic advantage over your opponent. This build works best on maps where your second gold mine is nearby and easily defensible. When the game starts, build an altar and train a peasant. When the first peasant comes out, start a farm and then build a barracks. This is to help you with your base layout. It is important in some matchups to build a wall in order to keep your workers safe from harassment. The second peasant trained will finish this farm, and your third peasant is sent to mine gold. Continue training peasants until you have 8 on wood. Select 4 of them and assign them to a control group. Personally, I use control group 3. As you can see, we were able to defeat our opponent on build order alone. When this peasant finishes building the farm, have him build another one. When your altar finishes, train an Archmage. We use the Archmage for its water elemental, which tanks a lot of the damage when creeping your expansion, and while creeping in general. When your barracks finishes, train a Footman.
More gold is required.
From here on out, it's very important not to get supply blocked, so have your peasant build a third farm immediately after the second one.
Build more farms. Job's done.
Once your Archmage finishes and you have 2 Footmen, select your control group of 4 peasants and use their Call to Arms ability, and send them towards your expansion along with your Archmage and Footmen. Continue training Footmen, Peasants, and building farms during this time. It is also wise to build a tower in your main base to fend off enemy harassment. When creeping your expansion, send the Archmage in first and cast Water Elemental, with the rest of your troops following behind. It is often beneficial to focus your units on the more dangerous creeps first, in this case, an Ogre Magi. When you finish the camp, have your peasants speed build a town hall and a tower. Multiple peasants working on the same building will construct it much more rapidly. You also want to keep training peasants until you have 8 to 10 on wood. Continue creeping and building Footmen. If the map has a mercenary camp, as this map does, you can hire a Troll Shadow Priest and a Troll Berserker to bolster your army. Remember to keep building farms so that you can keep training units. From here, you want to tech to Tier 2 and scout your opponent so that you can transition accordingly. Generally, you will want to transition into Riflemen, Priests, and Sorceress, referred to as Riflecaster, which we will be covering in a future video. When your expansion finishes, send the peasants to mine gold and build a 5th worker to mine gold.
Job's done.
You can also train some peasants at your expansion to chop wood. Once you have a lumber mill, consider adding a guard tower to each of your bases. That's all for this guide. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful. This is Quantumancer, and thank you for watching.